Maverick, 5 minutes or less. The operator with the highest skill floor in the game, but considering how good his utility is, I think he warrants the high skill floor. I think he is worth going into a custom and just taking a bit to learn before you actually play him. So Maverick's gadget is the Torch, which can burn through hard walls, help get them open, and there's a few ways you can actually do that with Maverick. The very first is just making a square or a circle. You just sort of burn in the shape you want, and there you go. You got a hole to go in and out. The other way is the Maverick trick, which is why people play Maverick in the first place, and you will need some help to actually do. When someone reinforces a wall, there's 2 points. There's the top and the bottom. That's what walls are anchored by in the game. The point of the Maverick trick is to separate the entire wall from its anchors. So what you do is you go the top left corner, or as left as you can, and you burn the left side of the wall. Like there's this little strip of metal you can see here from the reinforcement. You go all the way across until you hit the metal on this other side, and you burn through it. So now the top is no longer anchored. Now you go to the bottom, you burn through the bottom left anchor, and again, you go all the way across until you hit the other anchor, and now it is no longer anchored to the wall. There's no longer metal on the wall except for above where you melted and below where you melted. This is the part where you need like an Ash or a Zoph to actually hit the wall to let you in. Or if you want to play support Maverick and you have, a Thermite or an Ace on your team, what you do is you go to the wall that has the bandit battery or whatever, put a hole here, and try to find the bandit battery. And then your Ace or whoever can actually get the wall without having to worry about a bandit trick. What some people will do is Maverick, and this is what gets a lot of Maverick players killed, is they'll try to make a hole very quietly and just sort of shove their head into it. All the enemy has to do is basically hit the circle and you're dead. If you're going to do this, you do it way further back so that not only do they have to hit the hole, they also have to hit a very small target in the hole, whereas you have a much better idea of where they are. And also, if you are working on the Maverick trick, actually opening a wall, have a friend watch the very top for you, because it's very common that once you do the top hole and you work on the bottom, they will throw a nitro at the top to try to get rid of you, and it does work pretty often. So either listen for the rip yourself, or have a friend watching for the nitro. And if you are Maverick tricking a wall, try to put your body away from the hole. Like, don't just do it straight on like this, because your legs will get shot out. Don't just, lay here, because you will get shot out. Try to imagine where the enemy's going to be. Like, they're going to be on this right side here. So do it from the right side, so that the enemy has a way harder time shooting you and actually can't get the angle on you. The reason I go so slow with the Maverick Torch is because it is possible to go too fast and just not burn, like, at all. Like, you'll just make a hole. So what I do is at the very top, I'll actually ADS, just right-click in and sort of move my camera left to right as I'm burning. Down here, what some people do is they'll just prone an ADS. I think that's personally a little dangerous, so I like to crouch and then do that same left to right. And then fuck up somewhere. Where did I fuck it up? And then there's your wall. Maverick, 5 minutes or less. Probably one of the most disjointed ones I've ever done, because I had to go into quick play customs to actually get walls so that I could demonstrate all the breaching and everything. And also, Maverick's just not an easy operator. Like, I would highly recommend going into a custom, going into quick play, etc., and just figuring out how the torch works, figuring out the speed you have to go, etc., because it's one of those things you can't really teach. You just have to sort of feel it out, like feel out what's too fast, what's too slow. And yeah, peace.